This is going to be discussing how to compare numbers and place a greater than, less than, or equal sign between the two numbers to show the comparison and the relationship between the two. So when we are comparing numbers, we always start out with the highest place value, which in this case will be the hundreds place. So if we start out with this first set of numbers, we're starting in the hundreds place, which is all the way to the left. So if we look here, we have a 6 here and a 6 here. And remember, we're looking for which digit is higher in value. So in this case, they're equal in value. So we don't know which one is greater than, less than, or equal to yet. Then we'll move on to the tens place. We're gradually going down in place value. So if we look at the tens place, they're both 7s. So those are equal, so we still don't know the answer to our question yet. And now we're moving on to the last place value, which in this case on the left-hand side is a 1, while this right-hand side is a 2. So because this ones place has a 2 in it, that number is bigger than 1. So we would write less than 671 is less than 672. If we move on to the next set of numbers, we have to start in the hundreds place just like we did previously. So if we start in the hundreds place, the one to the left has a 4 in the hundreds place, and the one on the right has a 4 in the hundreds place. So we need to move on to the tens. On the left hand side we have a 2 in the tens place, on the right hand side we have a 3. Remember, we're still looking for the greatest number in the tens place, and in this case the greatest number is 3. So we know that this would be less than. So 428 is less than 436. Now moving on to the last set of numbers, we're still going to start in the hundreds place. So if we look over here on the left hand side, we have a 1 in the hundreds place, and we have a 1 in the hundreds place on the right side. So we need to move on to the tens place. In the tens place, we have a 0 on the left-hand side and a 0 on the right-hand side. We still don't know the answer to our question, and so we are moving on to the ones place, gradually moving down in place value. So we have an 8 in the ones place on the left-hand side and an 8 in the one place on the right-hand side. Since we have gone down to the ones place, that's the lowest place value we have, and both numbers have the exact same digits in the same places. So we know that these two numbers are equal.